What's going on, guys? Well, welcome back to my channel, and as you can clearly see, I am back in my garage after the many prep days to get this car ready for the track. We are finally down to our last step, and that is installing the Fortunato coilovers that Fortunato was kindly gracious enough to send out to us. You know what? Let me just give you a quick rundown of everything we've done so far. So let me turn this camera around. Okay, so let me give you a quick rundown of everything we've done so far to get this car ready for the track. So we'll start with the visible stuff. As you can see, we did the Hasport motor mounts, the two sides and the one rear. We did the hybrid racing cold air intake with the radiator hose. We did the K-Tune shifter bushings. We did the RDX 410 injector swap with the new clips. You see, we did the, yes, we did a brand new timing chain. We did the RSX oil pump conversion. Yes, and then on the inside we did the racing seats. As I said before, my friends let me use this in the meantime until he gets his car up and running. We did the NRG hub quick release and the Mugen, or Mugen, however you want to say it, Gen 3 steering wheel. And yeah, that's about where we're at right now. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have to do all that stuff, you know, you have to pull the motor, yada yada yada. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the coilovers. As most of you know, I have the Eibach Pro Kit with the Coney yellow springs. I'm sorry, the Coney yellow struts and shocks with the Eibach Pro springs. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of how to do this, and then I'll get to show you how to preload the suspension once Mark gets here with the coilovers. So you're going to want to remove this front cowl right here, which is really easy. It's going to be like 3 clips, one right here, another right here, and then another one over here. Take those clips off, then it's all pop tabs. Pull it off, you know, give it a little force, but not too much so you don't want to crack your windshield. Then after that, you're going to want to remove your wiper blades, which these nuts are 17s. Once that comes loose, you're just going to kind of want to jiggle it side to side till it comes loose. Maybe use some WD-40 if it's been sitting a while. Take that off. Take this cowl off. That'll have 2 clips, one here and one here. I'm sorry, one here and one here. And then just same thing as this. Be careful when you pry it off. It's clips, but it can still crack your windshield. Once you get this whole cowl off, as you can see, these are super accessible. And mine are 15s. That's what the Coneys, I don't know if that's what factories. I think factories might be 14s. I could be wrong, but mine are 15s. And then for the rears, you're just going to want to go ahead and start pulling apart some clips. It's pretty dark, but there's some clips all along here, some clips all along the sides, and then you can just kind of like fold it back and you'll have access to the nut right here. You're going to want to do that, and then all the nuts and bolts down at the bottom. I'll show you more of that once we get into the coilover install. But yeah, you know what? I think I hear Mark pulling up. So what we're going to do is we're going to unload the coilovers, and then I'm going to show you how to preload the suspension. All right, so Mark has made it here with the coilovers. As I said, Fortunato has decided to sponsor our channel, and these were the stickers we were supposed to put on the car. But they sent us the orange version instead of the red version. I don't know if it's coming out on camera just right, but these are orange in person. I messaged them, and they said they are out of stock on the red ones, and they will be selling or sending us some red ones as soon as they get in. So here's a Mark. Those are Marks now. And then they sent us a little one that I assume is going to be on the inside somewhere. And they were supposed to send us a goodie bag. Didn't get that, but we did get this, the birth certificate of who put together the coilovers and when. The spinner wrenches, the Allen key, and keys. Oh, keys, yes, because these can be taken apart in multiple places. I guess this is for the adjustment knob. And I don't know where this one's for, but probably for the camber plates. Duh. And then a catalog, just in case I want to buy more. And here they are themselves. It's boxed. It's boxed. So this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be showing you how to set the preload on these. I believe they are not set from Fortunato, but so since this is a McPherson style strut, you know what? Let me get this to a table, and I'll show you how to do it there. Okay, so with the McPherson style strut, you're going to want to take a tape measure, measure down. This is a 7-inch spring. So what they say for the McPherson strut is that you're going to want to loosen this, and then you're going to want to turn this to where you get it up about 3 to 6 3/4. So you cannot do it by hand. And what the most say is once you get it to about hand tight, that should be about a quarter turn to where you can't do it anymore. But let's double check to be sure. It's actually 6.5. Guess I'm stronger than most people, or
than what you thought.
what I thought. A little bit more.
This isn't rocket science, y'all. You don't have to be like spot on. Oh my god! Like
Dead on
it's an
precise.
oomph off.
But as long as it's within
Yeah.
6 3/4, which it is right now, you're good. Now you're gonna want to go ahead, lock that second bottom ring, and then lock it.
You know what they call that ring?
No, what?
A lock ring.
There you go.
Bam. One of our buddies doesn't know what that is. That's why he kind of messed up some coilovers.
There you go. Now you're gonna repeat this with the other one, and then you're good to install these. Okay, so here from the bottom, all you're gonna want to do is, I believe this is a 19, so you're gonna want to get 2 wrenches, or ratchet in a wrench, or if you have an air gun, hit it out. So it's 1, 2. Then you're gonna wanna, let's see here, I believe take off right here at this brake line. I believe that is a 12 or 14 millimeter, and unclip it from right here. Sorry, it's really dark, but unclip it from back here. Get this brake line out, or ABS line out, and yes, that should bring the whole strut assembly down, and then you just go ahead and replace it with the coilover and do the vice versa. Simple. All right, so now that I showed you how to get the old one out, it's pretty much simple. You're gonna want to make sure the camber plate is oriented going that way, almost kind of like a face. So the 2 right here and the camber plate this way. Just gonna want to go ahead, slide it in, take the supplied hardware, just kind of get one on so you don't have to hold it anymore. And there you go. Simple as that. Bolt back up your brakes, and you're good to go in the front. Simple.
There we go. All we gotta do now is kind of connect up the bottom and see how slammed we are.
Oh man, this is gonna be.
We're gonna be living the low life.
Yeah.
Low lives will be left, or will be lived today. If we can't clear this rack, it's low.
All right, guys. Well, sorry this is such a strange jump cut, but we are already here at Century Transmission. Both my phone and Mark's phone died.
We were unprepared.
We were very unprepared for that, and we just did not feel like waiting for this thing to charge. So we just wanted to go ahead and get it done. But it's real simple. If you want to know how to get this rear end out, I'm just gonna run through it real quick. It's this 14 millimeter bolt right here, and then this one right here, and then pretty much you got to go loosen up the nut up top, pull this down, the strut comes out, get a little screwdriver, pry this out, the spring comes out. It comes with
It kind of helps if you have a buddy too to hang on.
yeah, for sure, definitely have help to have a buddy pull on this. And then just install the coilovers this way. There is a bushing. It came with the bushing, one on top and one right here. You just pull it off, put the spring there, and there. You just
Don't
set
do
it.
what we did. We forgot this Delron insert right there, that hard plastic insert.
Yes.
We forgot that. So, like, this thing was knocking and clunking its butt off the first time we went and drove it, so we had to take it apart again.
So just make sure you have that, or if it falls down into the box, just make sure it's there. That way it's not metal on metal contact. Same thing with the other side. This bolt right here, this bolt right here, the nut up top, pull it down, replace it with the oh yeah, also, you know what? I hope you're watching this and not doing as you're watching it. But make sure you undo the ABS line and the brake line, because when you pull down, you might rip this. So it's just a 12 millimeter to get these out. And then there you go. So now what we're gonna do is my SPC, what are these, control arms?
Camber control.
Camber control arms. The bushings have already worn out, but luckily they have a lifetime warranty. So over there, Mark went and picked some up for me. We're gonna go ahead and replace them. As you can see, there's a lot of play in it.
It's kind of hard to tell with
Yeah,
the
you
tire on.
So, well, you can't tell on the camera, but there is a lot of play. The bushings, I guess, are worn out with the heat from this and whatnot. And yeah, so we're just gonna replace this, throw it on the alignment rack, and get this thing squared away. All right, so once you get everything on the car, all your coilovers, your camber arms and whatnot, if you don't have access to a corner balancing machine like we do, or scales rather, so me and Mark just spent the last 2 hours or whatnot with me sitting in the car. We finally got smart and got some weights to put in. So we got pretty much as close to 50-50 as we could. So left to right, so that means passenger side to driver's side, we're almost at 50%.
Yeah.
Then the cross, which would be from the front driver to the rear passenger, and then vice versa. The X, pretty much, we're almost at 50-50. The only thing that's not close to 50-50 is the front to rear. That's basically 60-40, but I mean, come on. It's a front wheel drive car. So the engine's in the front, the drivetrain's in the front, everything's in the front. So that's actually not too surprising.
And the car's standing still.
And the car's standing still, so that it could definitely shift once I'm on the accelerator or downforce in the track. But either way, we're happy with this. I'm happy with this. Mark's happy with this. The forums we're talking about on it is happy with this.
Our group
chat's happy with this. So that's what we're leaving at, as close to 50-50 cross as possible, left to right. And
this is basically boiling down to Doe's diet. If he wants this dead on,
Yeah. I'd have to lose some weight.
He'd have to lose some weight.
So, but yeah. So now, since we're already on the alignment rack, we're gonna go ahead and get it aligned, and that's it. I mean, this video is probably gonna drag on, or if not, I don't know how much video I have. It's a 2-day process. I have the coilovers, I have this and that, but who knows? I'm not gonna show you how to do alignment. Hopefully, if you have an alignment rack, you already know how to do it. So,
We'll give you an update on the specs.
we'll give you an update on the specs. Maybe I'll post it. Just follow my Instagram. It'll be on there.
That works.
So, yeah, until next time, guys. See you at the track. Later.
Thanks, Fortune.